So global transactional volumes for the first quarter of 2017 are more or less in line with what we recorded a year ago at $136 billion US. However, the regional performance is quite mixed. In the Americas, they're down 5%, Asia Pacific is about the same, and Europe rose by 3%. So despite all the political uncertainty that we've seen in the last 12 to 18 months, particularly in Europe, transactional volumes across the region were a little bit higher. Ironically, one of the markets that's seen the most political uncertainty, the UK, had its strongest quarter since 2015 in local currency terms. One of the major drivers of this increase in UK volumes was the re-emergence of foreign capital into the UK and London in particular. This helped propel London to the top of our city transactional volumes, beating New York, Paris and Tokyo. While volumes across Asia Pacific were flat compared to a year ago, the region remains a key exporter of capital, and actually 5 of the top 10 biggest cross-border investors came from the Asia Pacific region in the first quarter. So while commercial volumes in the US declined by 12% in the first quarter of 2017, the multifamily sector had a much larger pullback, dropping by almost 40%. The multifamily sector has seen continuous growth over the last 7 or 8 years, so it remains to be seen whether this is part of a more significant pullback in investors' attitude towards multifamily. In terms of cross-border transactional flows, the UK also came out as the biggest mover of capital internationally in the first quarter of 2017, again beating US investors and Chinese investors who have been very active over the last 2 or 3 years. So despite many years of very slow outbound activity, the UK in the first quarter of 2017 actually saw the highest level of cross-border investment volumes. One of the major themes over the last 6 months or so has been Asian and particularly Hong Kong capital into the UK and into the London office market, providing much needed pricing support after the Brexit vote. So in 2016, we recorded $650 billion US worth of transactional activity globally, but we think 2017 has slightly greater potential, so we do expect volumes to surpass the 2016 level.